Exciting game, to say the least. Thought that's two pretty good quarterbacks that were on that field tonight. Liberty's quarterback really put some balls in some tight spots, and he's done that all year long. And I thought Josh really responded tonight and took a huge step forward in his progress of being a really good quarterback, and be fun to have him around here for the next couple of years. So that's what we hoped our offense would look like, scoring points and getting up down the field and being very multiple. So I really thought we made some great improvements offensively. We certainly need to play a little bit better defensively on some of those situations, but it's a big win for us to get, and now we get a chance to go on the road, see if we can get another one, and keep this streak going a little bit. So, any questions?
How encouraging is it to have your offense show like what you thought you were capable of?
Yeah, it was big, and I think again the biggest thing, Jason, was that we played physical for the first time. And we did a lot of work during this off week. We did a lot of good on good stuff. First offense, first defense. We did a lot of old-fashioned Oklahoma drill, just getting guys to come off the ball, and because I didn't like that mentality that we were playing with. And I thought our offensive kids in particular responded to that tonight, and that makes everything better. It makes you play better when you play with some toughness and attitude like that.
What defense were they playing that you kept on having those perimeter passes to OJ, and were you surprised that they didn't change it up out there?
Yeah, they were really trying to stack the box to stop the run and obviously see if Josh was good enough to beat them throwing the ball. I mean, they literally had 8 and 9 people up there to stop the run at times, and they were trying to show him some zone coverages, but it was actually, a matchup quarters, basically man-to-man. And, so we got into some of our throws to, but he did a nice job. Josh did a nice job moving his eyes around because they were rolling the coverages different ways. And he did a really good job of seeing that and coming off of one look and going to another one. And, for a young quarterback, he's got a great intellect about how to play the game. He did a great job of taking care of the ball tonight, too, to throw the ball. What did he throw it 50-something times, I think? 54 times or something like that, and to not have a turnover, that's big.
Coach, you did throw it a lot tonight, and it worked, obviously, but is that more a product of you taking what the defense gives you, or do you want to throw it to open up?
We want to throw the ball at least 40 times a game. That's a number that we usually, when we hit that number, we're playing pretty good, and we'd love to have 80 plays in a game. I think we were close to that tonight, 78 or something. If we can, a minimum of 40 throws is where we need to be if we're going to play and score points like we want to. And this is the first game we've really gotten good enough quarterback play to be in those numbers.
Defense gave up yards and some points, but once you got that, you scored a lead after DeMarcus's interception. You guys scored, and then you were able to keep them within 7 points. So, how big was just keeping a little fortunate there?
Good offenses answer scores. And when they scored, our offense answered and kept the lead, and that was big. We need our defense to not give up so many explosion plays as we did tonight, and again, we don't. It's never good when you give up that many points. We've got to be a little bit better than that. But we didn't help ourselves. Again, we give up a long kick, punt return. Peyton might have outkicked his coverage a little bit on that, but we got to get down there and cover that. And then the penalties. When OJ scored and he goes up and high fives somebody in the stands, and now you're kicking off from the 20. I mean, holy cow, we're having trouble stopping them anyway. We don't need to give them that gift. So, we got to be a little bit smarter there.
Yeah, you talked about the passing game, and obviously it was good, but Christian Gibson did a lot with his opportunity.
Yeah, Ken, I'll tell you what, I'm so happy for Christian Gibson, and I've told everybody, he is what younger players should look at. You see all these players across the country that are transferring when they don't get their way or it doesn't go their way early. Well, Christian Gibson's just the opposite. He's been here for 3 years, and he's had to change positions. He's had to work hard, but that's what he's done. He's always been coachable. He just keeps working. He just kept grinding. He never give up. He never thought about leaving. He was just going to find a way to get a role. And now to see him rewarded for that is just, it's just awesome. And that's what it should be. You stay, good things happen to you. And I couldn't be happier for him. He was the one guy on offense that's really played physical all year long. And, we're just, the rest of us are just now catching up to him.
What was, how did you talk about the offensive line and pass protection? Because I thought they did a good job. I don't know if Liberty loads that much right now.
Liberty doesn't bring a lot of pressures, but they brought some tonight, and we did a better job. And honestly, Jason, it's probably a combination of the offensive line and running backs did a better job protecting, and Josh did a much better job of getting rid of the ball and knowing when he wasn't protected and has to get rid of it. One of the touchdown passes he threw to Bryce Roberts was a hot read. You know, he was blitzed on that play. We didn't have enough to block the blitz, but that's exactly where he's supposed to go with the ball, and that happens and get the touchdown. So, you know, when a quarterback is playing in that rhythm, it makes your offensive line look pretty good too.
And then looking at your pass rush, you guys, you had 5 sacks tonight. They had only given up 6 entering this game. What is the improvement over the last couple of weeks been?
Yeah, they're hard to get to because they do so many RPOs with the quarterback, and those run pass options are hard. You know, when the quarterback operates well, it's hard to get to him in time. But I thought, you know, we started playing a little bit more man coverage in the second half. The first half we really played a lot of zone. And we started to get to them a little bit better when we took away the RPOs and started blitzing and bringing some pressures.
Were you how concerned were you about the roughing the kicker penalty? I mean, it seemed like that really got them going.
Oh man, yeah, Ken, I'm concerned about everything. You know, I mean, it's like I say, we're our own worst enemy. You know, we score a touchdown, high five a fan, we have them stopped, and then we rough the kicker. I mean, you know, and it was, you know, a freshman that roughed the kicker who's, you know, playing his first game. I get it. They got to grow up and learn and all those type of things. But that's why my hair looks like it does, right?
Did you know that Josh could have a breakout game after, you know, an open week, a whole week of prep before the UTEP game? Like, it seems like he's gotten more experience, more time to prepare.
Yeah, he, you know, again, because Josh is really, really bright, every time he goes on the field, he's going to get better. Just because all he needs now is experience. You can really have meaningful conversations with him on the sideline, you know, and he understands what you're talking about, and then he goes out and does it. So, yeah, I was very confident that he could do that. And from the last drive at UTEP, you know, we really opened the offense up for him. We had to score on that drive, and he made 2 fantastic throws on that drive. And, you know, from that point on, I was feeling pretty confident that you could go in the game and just let him play. And I think for the rest of the season, you know, we don't have to worry about protecting him play calling wise and things like that. We can go play our style of offense now, which makes us dangerous because we have really good wide receivers out there that can make plays. And, you know, and if we can get people off of us a little bit, we're going to run the ball a little bit more effectively. Huntley and Royce and Christian, you know, have an easier time.
You guys were not favored here at home against the first year FBS school. I know you probably don't care about point spreads or nothing, but, like, I guess, what did you think about them now that you played them once, because you played them again?
Well, Liberty's going to be a really good football program. You know, Turner and I go way back, and he's an excellent football coach, and he built a really good program at Buffalo when he was there, and they're well coached. They've got resources now. It's not going to take them long to get up and running. When you go there, you'll see their facilities. It's unbelievable. They're building a brand new indoor facility now. So that's going to be a good football program. They were already back up to the scholarship numbers of an FBS level. I was talking to him before the game about that. So, I mean, they're a good football team. You know, they'll be hard to handle for anybody.
Any other questions for Coach? Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys.